Bryce Young just triggered painful memories for Carolina Panthers fans everywhere. During Saturday's crucial game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the young quarterback found himself facing a fumbled ball deep in Tampa territory, and what happened next sent shockwaves of déjà vu through the fan base. The play started as a flea flicker attempt that immediately went sideways. Young had what appeared to be a reasonable lane to dive on the loose ball and potentially save the possession, but he hesitated, never quite committed to the dive, and watched helplessly as the Buccaneers recovered deep in their own territory. The turnover was devastating, but the optics were somehow worse. Panthers fans immediately flashed back to Super Bowl 50 when Cam Newton infamously didn't dive on a fumbled ball during the biggest moment of his career. That play became symbolic of Carolina's collapse against the Denver Broncos, and Newton faced years of criticism for appearing to prioritize self-preservation over winning the championship. The image of Newton pulling back instead of sacrificing his body haunted the franchise and its supporters. Now, Young finds himself compared to that nightmare moment through no fault of his own. The situations aren't identical, and it's unfair to fully judge Young when the play developed so quickly. Split-second decisions in live action look completely different than slow-motion replays analyzed from every angle. Young may have calculated he couldn't reach the ball, or worried about fumbling it further if he didn't secure it cleanly. But fairness doesn't erase the visual comparison. Panthers fans watched their quarterback hesitate on a loose ball, and the trauma from Super Bowl 50 came flooding back instantly. Social media exploded with side-by-side comparisons, and the discourse became brutal despite the different contexts. Carolina's playoff hopes hang by a thread, making every possession precious. Losing the ball deep in Buccaneers territory on a botched trick play compounds the frustration. If the Panthers miss the postseason, moments like this will be dissected endlessly during the offseason. Young has shown flashes of potential during his sophomore campaign after a disastrous rookie year, but plays like this remind everyone how far he still needs to develop. Quarterbacks must be willing to sacrifice their bodies in critical moments, and hesitation gets magnified when playoff berths are at stake. The comparison to Newton is inevitable, but perhaps harsh. Newton's Super Bowl fumble carried exponentially more weight given the stakes, and his body language suggested reluctance rather than split-second miscalculation. Young deserves more grace as a young player still learning, but Panthers fans have PTSD from watching their quarterbacks avoid contact on crucial fumbles. This is USA Today News covering the NFL's most controversial moments. Subscribe for breaking analysis and comprehensive playoff coverage as the regular season reaches its dramatic conclusion.